Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another evening of 30 NSG. On tonight's episode, we're playing some more Fallout 76. Not because want to play Fallout 76. I want to play Starfield. So, like YouTube Lurker says in chat, I got the Bethesda itch. So that's what we're doing. So we're playing. I'm making my own backstory here. This is like my grandkid over here. This is. But actually, it's not my grandkid. Maybe this is what it'll be, right? Like this is Jack Burton, right? This is Jack Burton. I'm pretty sure we have Jack Burton as the. Wait a minute. Where's my player info here? Where's my player card? Don't they have your like photo, your ID or whatever in this game?
Every once in a while, I just hear this
Data.
high-pitched sound. Very irritating.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Related to nukes? I don't know. Console?
Yeah, 4 days. 4 days stealth. I know there's a way to get to your ID, but I just don't remember how to do it.
Okay. I've gotta admit, I was kind of hoping you'd find my unstoppable
It's social, it's
collection
channel.
that great. Oh well.
Let's see what else we got here. Nope.
This is a mobile campsite then. Fascinating. Definitely useful.
Game Fire says 3 days. What's going on, Lurker, Travis, Stealth? How's everyone doing? We have 2 audio tracks going on. We do. Travis asks a question. He says, so yeah, I'm curious in movies and games. How do you know where to use action and where to do story? Is there an algorithm, or do you know how to balance the elements? I mean, when you write a script, I mean, there's scripts with no action, right? So, like in certain movies, then yeah, you would have to have balance. If you're making a Terminator movie and you have all dialogue and no action, it's gonna be pretty fucking boring, right? But if you have, you know, a drama or whatever, there's no action. It's just the drama. The drama is the action. So it's just when you write, you put it together and start breaking it down and what you're trying to do. There's no algorithm. Well, my backstory anyway for this character is that this is Jack Burton, and this is a shithole known as Fallout. So the world's coming to an end, and we have to get on a rocket ship and take off, and that's how we get to Starfield. And we're frozen in a chamber, and then that's how we do it. What do you got there, buddy? Got traveling merchant. What's he got? Got some Nuka-Cola. Got some stem packs. I see you, Dupless. That's not what I want. How do I... For God's sakes. What's going on, Dupless? Oh, you can't hear me. Hold on one sec. Put my microphone. All right. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Are we in a group together? I got it. I have a traveling merchant at my base if you need some stuff for him.
What if everyone I knew?
I'm over encumbered. I have to.
Holes in your pocket?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I have about 90 pounds of stuff. I'm trying to put stuff in my storage facility. Go on, B. But what if Starfield bombs and very mediocre? I don't see that happening, right? Let's go on, Brain. Instead of 9s, it gets 6s. I don't see it happening. Name another Bethesda game.
Video.
Name another Bethesda game where, besides Fallout 76, right? Not the publisher, the actual studio that made it, where it scored under an 8. And I'll be honest. I think Fallout 76 scored. What's Fallout 76 Metacritic to say?
Get a deal?
52, right? 52. That's on PC.
Higher than I expected.
53 on PlayStation 4. 49 on Xbox One. What has more hype? Starfield or Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk, I think, had more hype. Just because there's just more people that could get it. What do you think? What would you say, Dupless? I'm sorry, you were saying something.
I mean, that's higher than I expected.
Oh, for Fallout 76? Yeah. Yeah. Right. To think about that. This game's in the 50s. And it's got a ridiculous amount of people that play it. Or that did play it. Do I have any more magazines? Oh, I do. Oh, do I have 2 of the same? I do. I got that one's. Oh, those are both the same, so I could sell those. All right. Bobbleheads, missing some bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads, actually. Sargents are going to be playing Starfield on Friday? Probably not. It doesn't come out on Game Pass until the 6th. Oh, so here's the thing. I just saw, I posted it in Discord earlier today in the submitted stories. Those of you that are interested, if you have Game Pass and you're going to play this on Game Pass, but you would like to play it 5 days early, if you pay just $30, not the $90, you can do the upgrade and play it 5 days early. Meaning you only play, I think, 30... I think it was like 34, 31 that I saw today. You can play 5 days early for just the $31, even though you don't have to pay anything. You can wait for it to come on Game Pass. Stealth said that's what I did. There you go. Yeah. So they're giving a discount right now for anyone that has Game Pass that you play that you can play 5 days early for $31. I think that's what it is.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent.
Oh, nuclear strike heading south.
Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
We're good right now.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I was just going to continue doing my quests and stuff. Just bullshitting as I go along. If you would like to join me, Dupless. Can I share my quests? I don't even know. Can I share my quests with you?
I think that's in the... think there's a option when you go to quest. It says share.
Oh. I don't know. I can activate it, but it doesn't give me an option. I wonder if I can. If I click on this is profile block session with player. I don't know. I'm gonna go up to the search the cabin area up here.
Seems like it's always cloudy.
I just can't wrap my head around people paying for something on Game Pass, but each their own. But what do you? I mean, I know what you're trying to say, Travis. Like, if it's coming to Game Pass, why buy it? And I've been saying that for months and months and years. But for people that want collector's editions and stuff like that, I mean, I get that. That's why they would buy the game. But if it's coming to Game Pass, why would you buy a game? I mean, one, I bought Sea of Thieves when it came out. I bought Minecraft Dungeons when it came out because if I ever stop supporting Game Pass, I still have those games. I bought those games. One, I want to like support the game at the time. You know what I mean? So I know I understand there's reasons to do it. Come on, man. Even San Francisco does. Even if San Francisco, even if Starfield does flop, which it won't, nothing will happen. Xbox just spent $70 billion. Xbox is locked in for a long haul, for sure, for sure. B says Redfall will score better than Starfield. No, stop it. Yeah, exactly, Gaming Fire. Like, if they ever remove it, obviously, first-party titles I don't think they would remove, but you're absolutely right, right? So I was thinking of the next vacation. No, I was thinking of football season. Thinking of football season. When I see SF, I don't think of Starfield. My brain... I'm really blown away on how much scrutiny D4 got on release. I wonder if they didn't rush the game and had that Blood Knight from Diablo Immortal would have had more of the future. I mean, I still think it has a future. You know what I mean? I mean, look at what they did to Diablo 3 back in the day. I know it was like different circumstances, but at the same time, the game's never dead like that. These companies are so gigantic And the concurrent player base of Diablo right now is bigger than pretty much, I don't know, you know, hundreds of games, top 100. You know what I mean? It's probably in the top 20.
Oh, only the party leader can share a quest.
So like No Man's Sky, next time you play, there's a ship that's wings open up, like an X-Wing now. Ooh. Just added the 4th race with the story and the content. Oh, yeah. All for free. I know. I saw what they were doing. What did you say, Dupless? I'm sorry.
Only the party leader can share a quest. I'm gonna leave and then you can invite me back.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. What just happened there? Oh, I got it. Okay. Wait for team. I got a bunch of ghouls over by me.
And when you go to the quest, it should say share with team.
All right, this one's called Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Okay, this is. Can't see it at all. No. Say it. But where does it say it? Like if I click on it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't give me the option. Nothing upstairs. That's true. That's true. They did say it was a flop, right? Did you drop all this meat over here? My God, what did you?
I like the points
over
that
here?
that guy was making in that video.
Yeah, he made some good points. You know. That fusion core. I don't want to get into it. I just want to grab the. Oh, for God's sakes. Collect. There we go. Take that. There's one more piece I need to grab. like it's up. Is that up over there or? The pot. I don't want to take the pot. Like let's talk about the border, right, thing. And I'm just thinking to myself, right? Like if you look at the map that we're playing on right now. I remember people talking about how this game's like something like 30 minutes or 35 minutes across the whole map if you run from one side to the other. So if if I land my spaceship in the center of this map, okay, then that's exactly the parameters I'll be running around every time I land. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's plenty. I do. I was one of the people saying 1,000 planets. Are you crazy? That's like, right? It's insane. Do we understand the scope of that?
I have a hard time remembering the rest. I don't know if he slipped or...
Travis says the only reason it was a flop was the idiots didn't count digital purchases as low, and looked it up, and it was true. They actually outsold Last of Us 2 if you count digital sales, or was Ghost of Tsushima. Hold up. You're saying, holy Christ, YouTube Lurker with the 20 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, sir.
When Brianna found out,
thank you for the support for our community, my channel. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're telling me that Days Gone outsold Last of Us 2?
I killed them all, but they got in a lucky shot. I don't think I'm gonna last that much longer.
It was the 19th best-selling game of 2019 in the U.S., according to the game director Jeff Ross. Days Gone sold more copies than all of Ben Studios' previous games combined. In January of 2022, Days Gone director Jeff Ross claimed on Twitter that the game has sold over 8 million copies by late 2020.
Everyone who hates his brother is a murderer.
As of January 6, 2022, Days Gone 8 million sales on platform. A year ago, studio told that their big disappointment in sequel canceled. Last of Us 2 is somewhere between 4 and 5 million. I guess 4 or 5 million. Hold on, gotta read that in context here. Let's see. Last of Us 2 Days Gone didn't have a major game release competing with sales. Let's see. Copies million with local studio management. Yeah, but it sold majority of its games, did it not? And I'm asking, did it not sell after the first 2 years? Like more people were buying it after the fact? Akuta Papa says 30. That's only 15 minutes in every direction in Fallout 76. Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot of content. And that's just one planet. One time you land, you can land again somewhere else and then go an additional 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Cujo says, yeah, it seems like a nothing burger. Like, I think people are just forgetting. Like, look how big this map is. Right? This map is the biggest map they've made. Right? This is bigger than Skyrim. Right? This is bigger than any map they've made before. And now Starfield gets like this every time you land on a planet.
The guy in the video said it was like the size of
Just the size of Skyrim,
Commonwealth and
right?
size of the Commonwealth and Fallout 4.
All right, are we done with this?
Basically,
Okay, I'm done with that one. Where else we got to go? What's the event? Oh, I got to go to the Southern Belle Motel. I'm doing fast travel over there.
Brain, you're thinking of Death Stranding.
I am?
No, Brain is.
Oh, Brain.
That's
Wasn't Days
what
Gone
made
with the
Days
biker
Gone
delivery
the
game?
Biker delivery game.
Oh no, it was a
Days Gone, I
biker
think.
Brain, but it wasn't a biker delivery game. It was the biker, like the guy in the gang, the biker gang, zombie game. It was that zombie. Just posted in the story section. All right, give me a second. Days Gone director says outsold Ghost of Tsushima, but was treated. Hold on, let's see what this. Days Gone director says it outsold Ghost of Tsushima, but was treated like disappointment by management. Update. Let's see. Push square Ross. Days Gone sold 5 million copies. The trophy data was 5.8 million. And since he no longer accessed the Sony's official figures since leaving the company, Ross based the 8 million sales figure from trophy trackers and telemetry data. Based off the 8 million mark, it matched our telemetry. So I'm good enough. So maybe it's a 7.7 million-ish. Maybe it's 8.2 million-ish. But Ross previously found the trophy data to be ballpark figures of sales. Okay, this week Ghost of Tsushima developer Sucker Punch announced on Twitter that since the launch on July 2020, the game is now officially sold over 8 million copies, and accomplished comes in months after. I mean, I would have to read some more. I don't know the drama between the director and like Sony, right? It sounds like Sony kind of dicked him over, didn't he? Wouldn't be the first. Wouldn't be the first, considering they screwed over Hello Games as well.
Greetings, able-bodied citizen. Under Law Enforcement Code D-4793, you are now a deputy of the Berkeley. It is now.
Okay, so where are the bombs?
Information will be uploaded to your Pip-Boy. Locate and recover the explosive device or devices.
We gotta find some bombs.
Your civic duty. Good luck, citizen. Your chance of success is 47.93%.
Your thing scared the shit out of me there.
Yeah, I have the silence mod on it, but it's not silence.
Precinct.
All right, let me get my
Request for repairs failed.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Where's my other power armor? Your Lurker says, in this day and age, I'm super skeptical about sales numbers. I got Days Gone as part of the plus basic. Does that count? Yeah, it does. It 100% counts. Did we know where the bombs are?
I'm just following where it has and compass.
Disarming. Do I have it marked though?
Daily idle explosives.
Jesse, yeah, I did watch Ahsoka, and I'm very, I'll admit it, I'm being very critical of the show, right? I'm being very critical of the show. I'm pissed off about a lot of things. The things I'm not pissed off about is that I do like Ahsoka. I like all the characters they have from the Rebel show. I'm not picky about that. I'm picky about the acting that's going on in the show. I'm the pacing of the show is an absolute slog. Right? Not the acting with like Ahsoka and Sabine and them, right? Just like the other characters in the show. The story that's going on right now makes it makes sense, but it makes zero sense because like why would there be here's my big thing. Why would there be a map to lead to where Thrawn is, where Thrawn and Ezra went somewhere that nobody knows? Space whales teleported them across the galaxy, and yet there was a temple that's been there for thousands of years that they had to figure out a puzzle to get the map, to then figure out the map, to then get to the place where, like, what are we talking about?
Space whales?
Yeah, space. You ever watch Rebels, Duplis?
No.
Okay, so there's these whales. They fly and they can teleport. Like they can do like a hyperdrive. Like the animal's just natural and they can do a hyperdrive. I'm following you. Where are you going? You just going down?
Yeah. I mean, it says cover bomb. Yeah, it's inside.
Wait a whole nother hour for that food to reheat.
Watch the mosquitoes. You got 3 behind you. It's funny, I don't see the thing on the building. Is that where we're going?
I think so. You had the quest selected. It's should be in daily and called Idle Explosives.
Oh, no, I don't. That's why. Okay. Hold on. It looks. There we go. Get it. I don't think I can shoot you, right? Here, let me just take a... Oh, never mind. I was going to take a shot to see if I was hurting you.
Should be still turned off.
Yeah, anything that's sold, like in a bundle. So if... They do this with movies as well. If they give a ticket to a radio show and someone wins that, or they hand them out for free, that counts as a full ticket price. Okay, so this is what happened with Captain Marvel back in 2018, 2019 when Captain Marvel came out. Theaters were empty, but yet the sales were through the roof, and people were like, "Hey, wait a minute, something doesn't seem right." Yeah, guys upstairs. That guy's coming up behind us. Jesus Christ, just die, would ya? My little marker down there, I guess I should shut off the other ones, because I think that's what's fucking me up. Here, hold on 1 second. Put that off. Put that off.
Canned dog food. Cram. I don't want cram. I want dog food.
I always get excited when I find canned dog food. It's good. It's good for you. Good for you. In this game. Puppy chow.
Tablespoon.
Good old kitchen scale, plastic fork. Got a dog bowl. Out of here. More money. Yeah, my thing is pointing out that way. It says, find out what the key unlocks. Oh, that's different. That's different. Okay. Where the fuck is the day? Recover the bombs. 05.
I don't know what's upstairs.
Another guy down here with a. Man, all these toilets. I would never take a shit in any of those. I don't care post-apocalyptic or not. I'd rather just dig a ditch and shit in that. I could agree with that. You could bring up Redfall because it's literally this year, right? New quest, get on one. Take a shit on the crap ass toilet. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, we got guys upstairs. Ow.
That was me in school. I've never used toilet. Even if I had to go, I just wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Until I get home.
No. Never. Jesus.
And dog food, Cajun, and dog food. Where is this one?
Oh yeah, just feel like a boss over here. Over in that corner there, make sure you pick his up. Got a bunch of shit on him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do I have a perk on or something that just gives me everything I open as shotgun ammo? Like, it's ridiculous.
I think you do.
It's got to be. I mean, I'm fine with it because that's what I use, a shotgun, but I don't remember if I had a perk or something on it, so... Kuda Papa says 30. And in true Bethesda style, hey, after reaching in that toilet, you got a nuke ring Mortis. If you're done find the cure, you're also taking a walking nuclear bomb. That's right. Right. Come on, 11.
Keep seeing all these Bosley hair restoration commercials and I feel mocked.
Feel mocked because of what?
I keep seeing all these Bosley hair restoration commercials
Oh.
and I feel mocked.
Where the hell are these bombs at? Recover the bombs.
I mean, it's okay if it was just genetics going for me, but I have fucking post radiation side effects going for me too. Like I can't do shit about it.
I think we're in the wrong spot. We're in the wrong spot, Dupless. The bombs are recover bombs are up at the yeah, we gotta go up to the Dire Chemical place and then go up 65. Like, looks...
Found all 4 already.
I'm sorry, you found 4?
Yeah.
I have 0.
There's
My-
waypoints.
Yeah, mine are at a different location.
Huh.
All right, well, finish up yours. Find the 5th one here for you.
Got it.
That's weird. You got yours?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to travel up. I'm going to Clay's bunker, and then traveling up. Yeah, I'm going to go up north on 65. Starfield will get at least 300 hours of playtime from me, good or bad. Why? Because I paid $100 for it, damn it. Oh, I can't travel because I'm over... Ah. Okay, hold on. I gotta get out of this. Because I can't hold a lot while I'm inside the armor, but outside the armor, I can. Like that. Where's my, Oh, I'm just a little bit over. I gotta drop something. Traveling now.
Travis, factions in Destiny 2 haven't been a thing for a while. They got rid of those like 3 years ago.
Is that a direct quote from Jim Ryan? Yeah, I gotta go down the road. I gotta go north. Alright, is this up? Is this north? I can't call. Fuck it. I'm confused. Where did it teleport me? That's me right there. Okay. I'm confused because right now we're walking on the road, but we're not on a road, like on the map. We're like off into the side area. I don't know what the fuck this is. Ow, 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 ow. Your lord, there's a shit ton of guys here. Guys up above us. Oh, nice, 11. It's a good game. Good game. If you've never played it, or maybe you have played it and you rebought it, it's a great game. Broken Surprise, what's going on? Welcome. Oh, one of these guys. Oh, shit. Jesus Christmas. God damn. Oh boy. Are you up? Yeah, you're upstairs. My ass handed to me over here. So many guys outside shooting at me. I gotta heal for a second. Gotta do your Marvel landing. Your hero landing. There's 2 more guys. Here, go up this way. There's 2 more guys up across. One more guy outside over here. I saw him. Where'd he go? Nope. Two guys across this catwalk up here. Yeah. Get up, Dupless! How much ammo do you go through? You gotta be going through a shit ton of ammo. Oh, we got 2. Some more guys over here. One on the side, one up on top. Above us. I love running around. Power armor. Yeah, I'm using a shotgun. The shotgun that I'm using is which one is it? Yeah, it's the Stalker Combat one. The 3-star. Probably gonna have to repair it after this. Wait, is that the one I'm using? No, that's not even the one I'm using. What's the one I have on me right now? Oh no, I'm using the bloody tactical combat shotgun. That's what I'm using. Increase up to 95% as health decrease is currently at 35%. It's 24 times 8. That's what I'm using. Alright, this is not even the place we're supposed to be at. I need to get back outside and move up the road. Well, me and Duplas played. I mean, I would say out of the 91 levels that I have, I would say like I don't know, 80 of them are with Duplas. Duplas, I know played more. I mean, he's 114. I never really played this game solo. I played with Tweak. I played with Duplas. Who else did we play with? You had a buddy that we used to play with that had like Fallout First or whatever.
I'm still muted. We played with Be Easy, who
Yeah.
has, like all the lunchbox.
Ow. You bastard. Is there a door over here? Oh. Oh yeah, right here. There's a guy.
I need to save up and get a new chair. The one I'm in is like 15 years old.
Yeah, I've learned that spend money on a bed, spend money on a chair. When I'm done with this chair, I'm gonna get a new one because this one hurts my back and stuff.
Found some
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the shotgun fire.
found a Herman Miller embodied chair on eBay. Thinking about it.
Oh yeah, good price.
It's normally $1,800 and they're selling it for $11.
I found one bomb there. Hey, how come these mutants have a better toilet than the rest of the places? What's going on here? Didn't I just take those? Alright, then we can go up above. Get across.
Trying to decide between the Herman Miller chairs and there's one called the Emperor's Fern. Has like a digital.
Oh god, this guy's got a rocket launcher.
Very plush. Ooh, rocket. Oh, I didn't let him activate the legendary mode yet.
The hell? Got two. So that one's outside on the back. Got that in a second. Nothing in here? Okay. Three, four over here. That's gonna be my. I'm gonna role play as a janitor inside of Starfield. That's what it's gonna be. Oh, I see the fifth one over here. Jack Burton, the janitor. Did they have a workbench or something in here? Probably not. I had a lot of stuff off the roof. That challenge is done. Go to another daily. Side quest? Build Beckett's bar at your camp. Oh, that's for ally. Never mind. Lucky strike. Find a dig site in the ash heap. Where's that at? I should probably go sell some stuff somewhere. Is there a... I'm over. I don't think I can fast travel.
What did you say you were gonna do?
I was gonna go sell some stuff, and then I was gonna go do another mission, but I'm over. I'm overweight. I can't move. I gotta figure out how to Yeah, I'm like 100 overweight, and if I take the armor off, I'm about 70 pounds overweight. What I got here? Where's the closest town I can walk to that can sell shit?
Closest one is Mossstown.
Where's that at?
Right to the
Oh, I
left
see it.
of us.
No, I don't want to do that. Cancel. How do I mark it? Alright, well, guess we just have to move. We have to go west, right? Alright, west it is. If I remember correctly, on this road, isn't there a giant hermit crab inside a bus? Funny mashup from Command and Conquer with mutants. They walk into a bathroom and say, "Cleansing fire, cleansing fire." Events, new events, team created. You only make humans in Starfield? I believe so. How do the VATs work in this game? So what it does is it's like real time. I mean, it's weird. It just like slows it down. But it doesn't affect the other people around you.
There's a scorched beast over here.
There's a scorch beast where? Where you are?
Yeah, over at the town. Why? Apparently scorched beasts can just randomly spawn. Doesn't mean to be a nuke.
I think Starfield. Look, I think if you're a fan of any other Bethesda game, I don't think you have to worry. Honestly. I think it'll be fine. I think people that are... One, I think, first off, I think people that are playing the game, some of the people that are leaking the information and stuff, have really no interest in the game. Right? If they did, why would you leak? Right? They leak because they want to get a following. They want to make something out of it. You know what I mean? Hell... I think a lot of people are just being so scrutinizing. I think a lot of people, you know, that are big. I don't want to say like PlayStation fans, because it's like if they're PlayStation fans, then they wouldn't have an Xbox or a PC to play. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like people are being very scrutinizing on this because of what happened in the past with other games. Things that happened with Cyberpunk or happened with, you know what I mean? Lemon says, I was telling myself earlier, I'm not the kind of guy that just roams to roam anywhere. So I would have to find out about the boundary stuff anyway. And on generated planets at that. The thing is, even if you... The only scenario that I could think of, 11, is if you're playing the game and you don't know about the boundary thing, right? You didn't know about the boundary thing, okay? If I'm just like what I'm doing right now, right? I'm going in a direction and I'm just exploring. Like, I know I'm going to a town right now, but if I didn't know I was going to a town, I'm just exploring, like, what's over this hill? What's over this thing? And then all of a sudden I've been doing this for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I hit the boundary. All that would do, it would be immersion breaking for me. And then, like, reality would kick in. I'd be like, oh, that kind of sucks. There's a boundary? And then I would be like, all right, cool, whatever, right? And then kind of, like, move on. Like, there has to be a reality check here, right? I know we like playing video games, and, like, No Man's Sky is, like, this gigantic place, but what is No Man's Sky missing? Like the guy's video said. There's a shit ton of stuff in the game that works better now than it did in the beginning, but if you put something in the game, you got to take something out, you know?
In all honesty, who is going to be walking 45 minutes on a barren if and all you see is barren?
I think there are people, though. You know what I mean? I think there are people that would walk 45 minutes in one direction. Because, like Pete Hines said, and like any other Bethesda game, play the game how you want. Right? If someone wants to go around, like, someone's going to be like, why would you collect every single peanut butter sandwich in the game? Who's going to do that? Somebody's going to do that. Somebody, in my talk earlier today, I found out afterwards, someone already was trying to put, so they took off from a space and then landed next to the space they did, and they said that now that new square does not link up with the other one. Right? You can't merge them together. we have to have you have to have some sort of reality check of it's a video game. Yes, you can do what you want, but it doesn't mean it's like an endless thing. There has to be boundaries of some sort. Is this the place? Oh no, I passed it. Where the fuck is this place?
In the town? I don't think anything's in the town. I think it's just abandoned. The cell.
The place you told me to go? You said it's abandoned?
I thought it was the place, but it's...
I'm more concerned with the AI or how it had mad content or how do you or how do the game feel play like combat feels. Is the AI bad? I haven't heard that. Is the AI like Redfall bad? There's a bunch of guys here, like bad guys. I need a bench or something. That's all I'm looking for, you know? All right, found a bench.
I don't get why there's a scorch beast when there's not even a...
Oh, is there a scorch beast right above us? All right, I'm staying inside right now.
Yep.
I'm just going to scrap my items. What am I on me though? Cover shooter. I'm like tickling them. You going? Coming around. Coming around. Here he comes. He doesn't want to land.
I mean, I'm doing a small amount of damage to him.
We got a guy over here shooting at us. Take him out first. Okay. Where'd he go? We got him, we got him, we got him. Got a level 91 guy on me right here. Got 2 guys on you. Go. What the hell's happening now? Is that like helicopters above us? Go on, creature. I am. I gotta. I have so much stuff on me.
The closest railroad station.
All right, let's see. Where is the next?
The closest railroad station is Sunny Drop Station, and that's like
From where we are?
yeah.
Well, we can fast travel. We can fast travel to the White Springs. There's one right next to it. I guess if you fast travel to it, right? You can fast travel to it.
Didn't you say you were over encumbered?
If I get out of my suit of armor, I can make it. I get out of the armor. Yeah, I was just well over. I sold a bunch of stuff or scrapped a bunch of stuff in the thing, so get this. I should be okay now. Yeah, I'm good. I can fast travel outside the suit, which is just so dumb. So where do you want to go? You want to go to the... Okay. On top. So I can't help but ask, are you confined to a small title here to go where you want and when you want as well? I mean, I think a lot of people are blowing it out of proportion, Creature. This whole map as is takes 35 minutes to go from one side to the other, right? People did it when it first came out. I think people are blowing it out of proportion.
Vendor not responsible for your safety or the safety of goods
91.
purchased.
Only using shotgun. I can get rid of a lot of this stuff.
We are back.
Yep. I don't know, man. It doesn't sound like go anywhere, do anything, play the way you want me to. I mean, you want me? I mean, I think people have in their head. We watched the video. We watched the video of Todd Howard saying it in the Lex Friedman interview about the tiles and how they're going to work. He said it 8 months ago. And I'm sure there's probably a video that he said something before on that as well. I think the people where they say go where you want, which you can, because you can click on the planet, it makes a tile for you, and then you explore that tile, right? And then I would assume by that moment, right, by the time if you let's just say in this scenario, okay, in where you plant your ship and then you explore the area, okay, because reality, let's set it in. Who runs in a fucking straight line to the end of the border? I mean, you can do what you want, but if you explore that area, you're probably going to find stuff that you would have to go back to your ship and dump off. And by that time, are you going to run back out another 10 minutes to the edge of the border to find stuff and then run back to your ship and unload it? No, you're probably going to get back in your ship and then go somewhere else because you have the supplies and stuff that you want to do, right? In these finite scenarios where someone's like, yeah, if you just run in a straight line, and that's in one direction from the ship, right? That was in one direction from the ship. Then that way is 10 minutes, and 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 it's 10 minutes in every single direction of the ship. So if I plant my ass right in the middle of this map, it's 10 minutes this way, it's 10 minutes that way, it's 10 minutes up, it's 10 minutes down. I don't know if that's like a deal breaker. This fucking map is gigantic. But that's everything, right? How many people are playing No Man's Sky and running around the planet? How many? Now, you could take your ship and fly around the planet, but who's running across the planet? Now, I'm sure there's some crazy person that's done it and made a video of it, but how many people are doing that? But if I see some mountains and I want to go to them, hit a border, grab my ship and change squares to get to the mountain, then they aren't there. No. What's going to happen? Okay, so what they said was, and this was in the interview as well, so if we both pick the exact same spot, okay, and it's not near mountains, you're not going to see a mountain, okay? If I click next to the ocean's to my right, you also click the same spot, we're going to have two different landscapes, but we're still going to have oceans to our right. Okay, so if we click a place where mountains are, the mountains will be there. Now, if those section of the mountains in your area that you clicked is there, then you can go up the mountain to a certain point, and then it would be an invisible wall. right? So if you want to be on top of a mountain, then I would assume that you click on a mountain, but maybe it won't let you go on a mountain, right? Maybe it won't let you go on a mountain. I just don't see it like as a problem, right? Like right now, I can't teleport to this spot right here, right? I have to get a predetermined spot of landing here. So I go to these mines, and then I can walk my ass over to that section. So if there's mountains in your area, I would assume that you could click the mountain.
Caps available in exchange for pillaged, loot, pillaged, loot. Available in exchange for caps.
Let's see. I'll go back to my base, get some food. Roger, roger. I like I said, I think people are blowing it out of proportion. Exactly, Looker. I don't think it's an issue. I think it's an issue for people that are like, yeah, I want to run in one direction for 15 minutes. I can only run 10. I mean, just running in that direction, I'm doing other things.
Times like this, you wonder, what would the Mistress of Mystery do?
Oh, you're using my iron station? What do you think this is, a charity? Let's see, modify and repair. Do I need to repair my gun? Oh, still good. Like I said earlier, you could literally spend 1,500 hours just exploring planets without going or doing anything. Correct. Creature says maybe just starting to seem like a much different game than they have presented. But have they presented? Did they present it where you could land on the planet and run straight and never hit a wall? Did they present that? I literally said this, Creature. Like, listen. I'm 45 years old. Okay, I've played plenty of games, and I even said, I want to know if you can run from Atlantis to the next location. I said, you probably can't. Because of the ship taking off and doing the cutscene, I said, you probably can't run across it, right? I would assume that a lot of people would realize that because you're getting in your ship and there's a cutscene, that there's probably not a realization where you could run from one city to the next. Not specifically, but they allude to it is yes. I didn't get that. Hence why I said what I said. Right? I was like, there's no way you could run from a planet to the next, from one city to the next. And then literally a year and a half ago when they showed it at E3 2022, I said, because you can't go from the ground to space, I said, that's going to get really annoying. I could hear it already, people complaining that there's too many cutscenes, because every time you get back in your ship, you have to go back up. Pete Hines was asked in the entire planet. His answer was walk on. But you can explore the whole planet. Right? You can. You can literally go back in your ship and land on another part of the planet and then walk for 10 minutes if that's what you want to do. You can literally land on that spot and then walk, but you'll hit a wall. And then you'll get back in your ship and you'll have to go somewhere else on the planet. No, you can't, but you can. Every time I land my ship, I have 10 minutes in every direction to walk. Right? And if I land right next to that spot, then I would have another 10 minutes in each direction to walk. Yeah, I can't connect to the spot I was just at, but I was there and I walked it. You explore one tile at a time. Yeah? But you're still walking, right? He said you could explore the whole planet and walk on it, which you can.
Contract. Come in, please. Contract.
Exactly, Altair. When we knew there was no, I asked these questions over a year ago. I go, what? There's no ground vehicles. I said that means you're probably not going to walk around the entire planet.
Unstoppables collection in that crate.
I think people's expectations, they imaginated other things like No Man's Sky. I do. That one tile is basically the size of this game. Like if this is the center of the map, you walk directly 10 minutes this way, and then you walk 10 minutes this way, and then you walk 10 minutes this way, and then you walk 10 minutes this way. There's no difference. This map is big enough for anything you need to do in a game. Now I'll do that every time you land a ship. Then I have to leave the planet and come back. After 5 tiles, the game will not remember the first tile you were on. I mean, these are limitations for the stuff, right? This is why it's a RPG and not a survival game like No Man's Sky. This is why there's things that are missing in No Man's Sky. Look at the limitations that No Man's Sky had when we first played No Man's Sky. Look at the limitations of the other space game. What is that? Horizon. No, what's that one called? Dark Horizon? No, that's not it.
Only this console
I forget
plays
what the hell the name is.
Now that makes something.
Look at the limitations of Star Citizen. The hell's that other space game we played?
Deep Rock Galactic.
No, Deep Rock Galactic is the dwarf one. It's Horizon something, or it's like a hardcore. Like to fly the ship when you first start is like super hard. Elite Dangerous. Thank you, 11. Elite Dangerous.
How did they represent the game that something that it isn't? Like, tell me how.
No, but didn't they add?
Inferring?
I'm sorry.
Is that them inferring that they, when Todd or Pete says something, they inferred that they meant something else, or did what? I'm confused. What he's getting at.
Who's inferring?
A lot of things that what happens is Todd says something, and then they infer that when he didn't mean this.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that Todd and Pete say things sometimes, just like any other developer, say certain things, and then that shit doesn't happen. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah. All developers oversell.
I'm not denying that, but what I am saying is how big of a map. I personally think No Man's Sky is ridiculous, as far as that you can go around the whole planet. No one's going to take advantage of going around the whole planet. Right? And then your base was limited on what you could build. Okay? And then where you could go and do, there's only 3 planets or 5 planets per system that when you teleport to it, right? There's always going to be limitations. Well, how come I can't go from one galaxy to the next galaxy? Why do I have to hyperspace? Like, there's always going to be these things. How realistically, how big did you think this game was going to be? Was it going to be like a terabyte of storage? Game is only 125 gigs as well. Thought I'd be pushing 200 gigs. Pete Hines was asked if we could explore the entire planet. He replied, "Walk on, not change tiles, not take off and land, walk on." I have to see that interview. I got to hear the context. Is that the interview he just did at Gamescom? Is that the one that he just did at
Gamescom as well.
It is. This is a show I've been to a lot of times and over the years, and it's always a great crowd. It's honestly, it's amazing to like bump into fans I recognize, to see folks, and honestly to be back in person. You know, it's something we haven't gotten to do a whole lot of, and you know, as Todd was just saying, you can really feel the energy from the fans, how excited they are, how much they're looking forward to it. It honestly, it makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a really special place for that, I think. But so many of the fans that are here today and watching from home.
Because number one, like, you know how close it is. Number two, the amount of and everything that's been a part of this campaign. They are working so hard. And you're also just sitting here where you've now given the game to focus on the things that we can control and
press and reviewers and, you know, it's to really have a go with it.
Now you've played enough Starfield to get what this game is. Because like I'm at 150, 160 hours on my current playthrough, and like, yeah, I haven't even come close to do. Like, there is so much stuff I have intentionally not done. It's like we try and tell everybody how big this game is, and the folks that are playing it, like, one of the few things they will tell us is, yeah, you weren't kidding how big. Like, I can't believe how big it is. Like, yeah, it's content and exploration. Like, no matter how you want to play, there is so much for you to do in this game.
You mentioned opening night live, and we'll talk about it in a sec, but I just kind of want to know why it was so important to...
For one thing, like, our games have always done really well in Germany. But this audience and
I'm trying to find the spot.
What they mean in Germany, it's a very popular... who aren't in Germany, as they are to us.
It's cool for me to see that you've got that glass cabinet full of all the different...
Plus, it's really good, like, shopping for birthdays.
Oh, yeah.
But the way in which Xbox has supported us with, you know, console wraps and like the controller and the headset is have stepped to me.
We did get to see quite a lot of Starfield. You had a new trailer last night at Opening Night Live. Todd came on stage to chat a bit more about what that opening sequence looks like, that players can expect. But why don't you catch up us?
But it's so big, you won't believe how big it is. But listen to it, man. Fallout 76 is the biggest map they've created. Fallout 76 is the biggest they've ever created. Okay? Even if the map was 1/4 the size of Fallout 76, and you landed, every time you landed, it made the map of Fallout 76, that is still gigantic because you can go on 1,000 different planets. So him to say it's so big, you won't believe how big it is, that's not a lie.
Catch us up more on the news of the day, really, for Starfield.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to say, you know, I am a few weeks away, whatever the number is, 6 or 7, from 24 years at this company. Wow. That is the best trailer we've ever made, and I will have words with anybody who says otherwise. It is my favorite thing. I had absolutely nothing to do with that trailer. Full disclosure, that is my team. That is Aaron Losey's team.
Each tile's the size of Fallout 4. Okay, so then what's the problem? So like I just said, Fallout 76 is the biggest map they've ever said. I said, even if it was 1/4 of the size of Fallout 76 map, you can literally go to 1,000 different planets. Right? So if it takes 4 Fallout maps to make one Fallout 76 map, it's still the biggest game they've ever created.
Get your flowers, guys.
The tone that it hits, the way that it hits that feel of not just what it's like to play the game, but sort of the hopefulness, the lifting others up. I think it's brilliant.
No, it asks you, Quintar. It asks you if you want to bring the ship, if you want to transfer it back to your ship and then land someone else, or I forget what else it says.
But, you know, it's not...
I think it says, do you want to move the ship to you, or do you want to go to the ship? I think that's what it asked. But I understand that, creature. But even if you're running directly, doing nothing in an area for 10 minutes, you're just running straight for 10 minutes. If you're not running in a straight line for 10 minutes, it's going to take you hours to do stuff.
Not just that, it's, hey, we've got wraps.
And I understand they're not connected. What I'm saying to you is going and exploring. By the time you actually sit on that tile, explore the actual area, not run to the boundary, actually play a game and do something in the game, collecting resources, exploring, doing something, you'll probably go, oh, you know what? I have to dump some stuff in my inventory. I'm going to go back to the ship. Right? So then you have to make the conscious decision, okay, am I going to run back out to my ship and go 10 minutes directly north again? Or am I going to go back to my ship, take off, and go somewhere else?
Hopefully the owner of that beacon will show up.
You see what I'm saying?
Maybe they have some information on my crew.
How many people are going to walk 10 minutes away from their ship just so they can walk back 10 minutes to their ship?
For your Xbox console, you know, something Xbox has never offered, that look really great. You know, we've released a bunch of new wallpapers, desktop wallpapers and phone wallpapers that have been amazing. Like, it's no emergency brake. And, like, make sure your seatbelt. Try and reinforce this to our respective teams as much as we can. You don't get many opportunities at a game like this. Games of any kind, you know, special as it is, for as long as I've been here, and to see what these different launches. I really have tried to emphasize to our teams, like, amidst part of something as special as this.
Talking about the stewardship that you and Todd have over this team to bring something like Starfield to players out there, and it often gets described as, oh, it's an open world game, but that feels like a bit of a disservice because it's not just the one across like a real good portion of the galaxy.
What's that, Dupless?
I love when people continuously move the goalposts when you're asking something. Like trying to debate you on a game.
But if they leave one planet and go to another, visit 5 tolls to go back to other planet, it'll never know I was there. Well, okay. So what would be the difference? Hold on a second. What would be the difference if I went into a dungeon, completed that dungeon, left the dungeon, went back to that dungeon later, and it was and like every enemy was back in there, like I was never there? What's the difference? Right? You know what I'm saying? If you build a base, your base is not going to vanish. Right? The base will stay there when you build a base. If you're not building a base and you go back there, it's just like you're going back there. Right? Right? So the exploration part of going somewhere, it doesn't really matter, because it's like, if I go back in Diablo 4 and kill the guys in this area, leave that area and come back 5 minutes later, the enemies are back. Like I was never there. So it's like, what do you want it to do? If you build on that area, it's going to remember it, right? Your base is there. Your farm is there. Or whatever you build is there.
They should be near.
I mean, what is it like to actually have to lead a team on such an endeavor as that, where it's grand scale that we've seen and all the detail as well?
Yeah, I mean, you know, as you all have seen, as you've watched how we've talked about Starfield, it really required us to push ourselves in terms of how do you get the rest of the world to wrap its head around a game of this size and scope. I mean, it is literally it feels when you're playing it almost like there are a bunch of different games inside of one game, and I get to decide how much time I want to spend in a way that you haven't really seen in a Fallout or Skyrim. I mean, those things are still, you know, oh, I can spend all my time just picking flowers in the Elder Scrolls. Like, yes, you can, but it doesn't feel as wholly different as like the entire space game that exists, the entire live on a planet, just like the freeform exploration, the combat, the which factions taking sides, the player. It's just amazing to see it all, how it all comes together. But explaining that to folks in a way that is digestible, you know, it's how you end up with something like Starfield Direct, which, I mean, it's basically a feature film that we created just to explain to folks and to talk with folks about, not just explain what the game is, but do it in a way that I just thought was really authentic, and hearing from the people making it, how they think about both creating it, how it was really special.
One thing that really grabs me, I think, is the love that's being poured into like Radiant Quest systems and just allowing those new and unique experiences for people to have, no matter where they are in the galaxy, whether they are just flying around in space, whether they are out there just maybe mining some rocks or looking at new fauna, flora, etc. It's a really cool way to involve them in new stories that they perhaps weren't searching for, but now they're being like collided into, and it's just juicy. You want to dive.
And then because we made an irresponsibly large game, we take it to another level that I think, and this is one of the things I'm looking for. We've seen it ourselves. Like, I was just talking to a couple of folks from our Benelux office who were like, you know, they've both played, you know, about the same amount of time, like, you know, of the same things at all, like not even close, and just with that and to explore this planet, I can't. Locations aren't the same for every person. Like what you and I find going to explore this planet, I can't just tell you, you should go here and land here and find this. Like, yeah, that might not be there for you. Like, you get to find and have an experience that truly feels like your own in a way that I think folks are going to really enjoy and appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little bite of that in the Starfield Direct, like you mentioned. I mean, Jamie Mallory literally coming out and saying, oh, well, hold my sandwich, I'm grabbing them all here. And it's just, it does speak to that unique way that every player can tackle whatever situation they do come across, or even just back down to character creation, and that jumping off point of deciding, here's what I'm going to start off as in this game, and put in some time now. But
look, when we're in this phase and like leading up back home, we're like, okay, now I'm going to start like this is Pete's
you got a job to do, right?
I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been interacting with our players playing Bethesda Game Studio stuff for a long time, so we know how they think. And I talked to Jamie after E3, and she's like, I don't get this. Like, why is this such a thing? And I said, Jamie, what you did is you tapped into the silliness factor that like you sort of tend to forget. Like, you talk about Starfield, and but it's still fun. Like, it's supposed to be about fun, and you put your finger sort of right on the pulse of the kind of nonsense that our players love to get up to, because we make a game that is about freedom, right? Like, we embrace chaos. We give players more freedom than I think in a game like this than people really dare to in their games. Like, that's part of what makes Starfield special. And look, that creates situations that we have to do a lot of work to make sure, like, this doesn't break, this doesn't do this. Like, I can spend all my time doing something as ridiculous as this. Yes, like, if that's what you want the game to be about, that's what you should do. But we want you to go and push and try all of the different ways, because it's really not about like our story or how we want you to play. It's about on a planet. Like, what's it like to I spend time, like, I'm going to spend a week and not land on a planet. Like, what's it like to just be in outer space, spend all my time in outer space, landing on star stations, derelict ships, doing all this stuff. And then I'll be like, okay, now I'm going to go land in this city, and I want to see how long I can spend not leaving this city. Like, how many factions can I find? How many quests can I do? And I'll get to decision points where it's like, look, you're about to, like, you have to pick a side here. And I'll make a save, and like, I'm going to play this way, and I'm going to go 2 hours down the road just to see, like, how does that feel? And then rewind and play it 2 hours the other direction, just because I want to know, like, what should our players expect? How does this, and just trying to do that in as many ways as possible. Just land on a random planet and just start walking. Like, what's this like? How fun is this? And the more of the...
That right there is what you're talking about. When he says, get on a planet and just start walking. Right? Apparently that's what the guy did, and hit a wall. Right, but in the context, in the conversation that he's saying is, if you as a player want to do that, you can do that. Did he say in that sentence? And maybe I'm missing another part of this video. Right? Let me.
Players expect. How does this, and just trying to do that in
The
as many
difference
ways as
is-
possible. Just land on a
Hold on one
random
second,
planet
Douglas, hold
and
on.
just start walking. Like, what's this like? How fun is this? And the more of it you do, the more you find like there's 1,000 hours in this version of the game alone. Like, if you don't even touch it, it's crazy. And like, my one piece of advice to folks is, do not ignore your activities. Like, that's almost, it feels like throwaway stuff that the game is giving you. Like, there is some amazing stuff in there that doesn't even feel like a real.
Yeah. So if that's
play it 2 hours the other direction down the road.
if
just
that's
to
what
see,
the, if
like, how does
if that's
that
what's taking
feel?
out of
And then
context,
rewind and
right?
Play it 2 hours the other direction, just because I want to know, like, what should our players expect? How does this, and just trying to do that in as many ways as possible. Just land on a random planet and just start walking. Like, what's this like? How fun is this? And the more of it you do, the more you find like there's 1,000 hours in this version of the game alone. Like, if you don't even touch it, it's crazy. And like, my one piece of advice to folks is, do not ignore your activities. Like, that's almost, it feels like throwaways.
I mean, if you want to take him out of context and say that he said that you could just walk, if that's what you want to do, the question was, what can you do? He's like, there's so many things you can do in this. If you just want to walk on a planet and go walk, you can do that, which is not a lie. He didn't say seamless, unless there's another part of the video that I missed that I haven't seen yet. We're almost at the end of this whole interview of 13 minutes. Okay. He also says, adamantly here, by the way,
stuff that do not. It's crazy. And like,
right
my
here,
one piece of advice to folks is,
my one piece of advice for folks is,
do not ignore
your
activities. Like,
the activities. And that's to cover his ass for saying, if you just do absolutely nothing and just walk on a planet, you're going to hit that border. Okay. But if you ignore the activities, you're going to hit that border. If you don't ignore the activities, you're going to have plenty of stuff to do. Right? Is there another part of the where he says you can?
It feels like throwaway stuff.
You
that
can
the
walk
game
on
is giving
seamlessly?
you. Like, there is some amazing stuff in there that doesn't even feel like a real quest, but like, well,
There's a lot of backtracking there from me or from him. The question that was asked from him. Here, let's
2 hours down the road just to see, like, and not leaving this game, not land on the game to be about. That we have to do a lot of work to make sure, like, this doesn't break, this doesn't create problems. But spend all my time doing something as ridiculous as this? Yes, like, if that's what you want the game to be about, that's what you should do. But we want you to go and push and try all of the different ways, because it's really not about like our story or how we want you to play. It's about how you want to play. So when I play, I spend time, like, I'm going to spend a week and not land on a planet. Like, what's it like to just be?
I mean, he tells you different things to do. He didn't specifically say that you can walk the entire planet. I just felt like they have misrepresented the game, and people are angry, and even more people will be angry. I mean, you could be angry. You have every right to be angry. I've just never heard them say that you could walk around the entire planet, right? In the closest was Todd Howard in the Lex Freeman interview. And he says, well, how do you do it? How do you do the planets? He's like, we have this tile system, and we have this integration where it blends together. And I think the blending that he's talking about is that maybe you can see things in the distance and it just blends them together. But it's kind of weird, because if I'm next to the city and you can't see the city, then that's kind of stupid. And I agree with that stuff, right? Like, it's immersion break. Like, me and Sarge were having a conversation of how unrealistic it was to where you're worried about one thing being super realistic and the time warp continuum, but paying minimum wage for one of your guys. You only pay him once instead of paying him a salary or whatever, a weekly thing every time you log on over time. Like, it's a video game at the end of the day, right? I just don't believe that in No Man's Sky, because the part that everyone's upset about is the just drive where you want, just fly where you want. My concern was, because the ship never left the ground to go back up to the space, I said they're hiding something. And ta-da, that's what it is, right? Hence why I said there's no way you're walking from one state or one city to the next. I knew that. Someone else probably knew that, Why? Because of the things they said before we got to this point. I don't think not walking around the whole planet is a valid concern. I want to know the amount of people that walked around the entire planet of No Man's Sky. One of the small planets, one of the big planets. How many people that play the game walk the entire round? Know what happens when you're doing that in No Man's Sky? You walk 10 minutes and you're like, this is fucking, I'm done. And you call your ship to come back down and pick your ass up so you can fly somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I don't do anything in this game right now in Fallout 76 and I just walk, I just ignore the animals, I ignore the trying to find stuff, pick up shit, pick up a rock, pick up a resource, and just walk. Sure, you could do that. But you're also ignoring everything else that's in the game. Everything. There's a quest over there. No, I don't want to talk to that. There's a rock over there I can farm. No, I'm ignoring that. There's an animal over there I could kill. No, I'm ignoring that. There's a big beast over there. No, I'm ignoring that. I'm just walking to the wall so I could be... You see this fucking shit? I walked 10 minutes straight to hit the boundary. Fucking game. Like, that is insane to me. That's insane to me. You could say that with any game. Assassin's Creed. You just walk straight. Don't interact with anything. Don't take a quest. Don't kill anything. Don't do anything. Just get to the end of the fucking board and go, what a fucking shit game. I got to the end of the board in 10 minutes. Amazing. Congratulations.
Let me give an example. You know there's barriers in your Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
Yeah. There's barriers in all games. All open world games have a barrier or invisible walls.
Say, like, nope, you can't go this way.
You're not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's been misrepresented. I also think it's been misrepresented by the people taking the words out of context from other people. I would agree with that as well, Creature. I think it's being misrepresented on their side, and I think it's being misrepresented by the people that are listening to them say certain things. Let me go to my... Hold on one second. Was I psychic here?
Is simply
Was I psychic here? Here.
Stand.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have air.
That you can also have some contraband on ship.
That's right. Meaning our Jack Burton, Han Solo, Captain Kirk character is a go.
Which to us says there's going to be smuggling in the game and the chance to make some extra money running illicit goods.
Okay, I want to go back to this shot right here, right? You see the entire world, the entire planet, okay? But then you see industry outposts, New Atlantis, and mining outpost. Now, when you go down to the planet, there's going to be a cutscene that happens. Now, I want to know, can I travel, once I'm on the planet, can I go from that city to the industrial outpost on the ground, or is it a cutscene where I have to go? Because if that's it, then it's not a complete entire world. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that it's like a No Man's Sky where the planet's the planet. You can either travel there, but they haven't shown ground vehicles. So I'm assuming that you have to fast travel or go there by ship. And I'm a fucking genius. Go back into space and then go back into the thing. It'd be interesting to see. Right? I'm a fucking genius. Nope, nobody else figured that out. Nobody else figured that out. Nobody realized that it was going to be a cutscene that had to go back into a ship and come back down on the planet. To answer your question, creature, I guarantee you the solar system is the solar system, right? So going out into space, just around the planet, okay? Because to go from Earth to Mars takes like 2 months in like realistic time. Are you going to fly realistically 2 months to get there? No, you're going to fast travel. So each planet's area is probably a tile. You're not going to fly from Mars to Earth. You're not. You're going to fast travel from Mars to Earth. The reason that No Man's Sky can do what they do is because there's like 3-4 planets in that area, and it's a giant area, and you're moving super fast. And it literally takes 10 minutes to get to certain planets sometimes. If you're, it all depends on how far away you are in that little region. So where are these epic space battles supposed to be taking place then? Well, we don't know how big that area is around Earth or around Mars or around Jupiter, right? And maybe, I don't know, maybe you can travel from Earth to Mars, and there's like a warp system, sort of like No Man's Sky, where that time frame will shrink. I haven't played the game. I haven't seen any footage or anything. Okay. So maybe the whole solar system is one tile, and you can go from the sun to Pluto. Who knows? Yeah, but shitty No Man's Sky is not an RPG. It has nothing of the RPG elements that Starfield's doing. What's that, Dupless?
No Man's Sky doesn't have No Man's Sky doesn't have NPCs. No Man's Sky doesn't have an expansive story.
Well, No Man's Sky only has the same goddamn enemies on all planets.
Yeah.
It's got the Sentinel robots.
A large amount of NPCs.
Right.
That
There's a whole bunch of shit that No Man's Sky doesn't have. Now, I don't know if Starfield's gonna have the same enemies on all fucking planets as well. All I'm saying is there's give and take with everything. Right? I said it from the very beginning, creature. I said I'm a little concerned because I don't like the cutscene going up to space. Right? I feel that No Man's Sky has set the bar for space adventures. Okay? All space adventures up to that point, there was no landing from the ground up to the space. We even wanted it in Star Wars Battlefront many years ago. You wanted to fight on the ground, hop in an X-Wing, fly up to the atmosphere, fight a jet, and then land on the thing. That was what the next tier was that we wanted from Star Wars Battlefront. Okay? Now we're looking at No Man's Sky. When No Man's Sky came out, you could lift off the ground and fly into space, and that was amazing. But then when you landed back on the ground, you couldn't fly close to the ground. A modder had to do it on PC first, and then they changed it where they put it into all the games for console and PC, so now you could hover above the ground and fly across. It's just a completely different game, right? And here's the best part that I love about what I've seen on No Man's Sky and Starfield. When I compared Starfield in the past, people were giving me shit because Starfield is not the same as No Man's Sky. But now people bring up No Man's Sky and compare it to Starfield, and it's okay because now it's what they want to prove, right? Well, you could do it in No Man's Sky, and before it was, well, you could do this in No Man's Sky. Well, it's not No Man's Sky, Mike. Which fucking side are people gonna pick?
Okay, so if the ship broke apart in orbit, they should be near.
Oh, for sure. Bethesda came out 100% and said that modders are going to have a dream, right? They could build their entire worlds that they want. Of course they're going to depend on them. What's going on first? Yeah, I'm playing Fallout 76 just to get into that Bethesda mood. I'm also not suggesting anyone's fault but my own that I bought into it being less any less Xbox than what it is. I don't think it has anything to do with Xbox though. See, Preacher, I think that's also not correct to say it's because of Xbox. I think it's an ambitious game, and I think no matter if it came out for PlayStation exclusively or Xbox exclusively, I still don't think they would have the seamless thing. It would be exactly what they built.
I don't think PlayStation is more powerful than it is. Or more powerful than it is, yeah.
YouTube Lurker says, debates like this are why I don't watch streams live anymore. Fake outrage and made-up games based on what fans want, not what was made. Yeah, I just don't understand. I don't think it was misrepresented. I don't. I think you could say it for both ways. I think you could say it was misrepresented from people that were listening and wanting this game to be like this game to be all of all games, right? I think the Series S is not the equation that the plans are seamless. I don't think so. I don't think so. I truly believe that that's the game they built. What does this station do again? Oh, beers, mixed drinks. Right. Then what's this one? This is the Tinker Workshop. This makes what? Bullets and stuff?
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
I definitely don't need any of that. So. All right. So I guess my thing is my expectations for the game is exactly what it is. I've said it for before it even came out. It was supposed to come out last year on November 11th. I said that Bethesda makes good single-player RPGs, and I'm playing it for the story, right? I've also said that I'm also not playing the game like I played other Bethesda games. So when it comes out, I'm making it into like a television show. I'm going to be recording stuff and trying to piece it together to make it like an entertaining piece of content, right? So I'm not going to be playing it like most. I'm using it like I'm recording a television show or whatnot, right? So, but I'm not going to be disappointed. I wasn't disappointed in Oblivion or Morrowind or Skyrim or Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, right? I wasn't even disappointed in this because the story when we first started playing, I thought was, pretty decent. The game was buggy and shit, right? But Starfield to me is a story-driven game. The exploration stuff is the cherry on top. Oh, I know, Creature. I'm just having a conversation with you, man. I felt the same way with No Man's Sky. I felt like No Man's Sky missed the mark as well, right? We get to explore all these planets and do all these things, and you go around the planet, there's fucking nothing to do, right? When the game came out, there was fucking nothing to do.
In times like this, you wonder, what will the Mistress of Mystery do?
Did my stream just end? No. What the fuck happened? But now it seems like the exploration side of things is not quite the picture that was painted. Well, in No Man's Sky, when they were talking about there's a story, you go to the center of the universe, there really isn't a story. There's a lot of text stuff and whatnot. So again, I'm going to say the same thing with No Man's Sky. When No Man's Sky came out, it was lackluster. I've enjoyed it. I put 200 hours into it when it first came out. I put an additional 400 hours into it on Xbox when it came out, right? I think as gamers, sometimes we push and we think, we go batshit crazy, right? Like, this is why Star Wars, what could Star Wars do? What could Marvel do with the TV shows? And they're going to do this, and we get hyped up, and it's below our expectations, because I believe that we hype things up so much that we just disappoint ourselves. I really hope this game separates itself from No Man's Sky and Mass Effect, because, man, you know, the haters are waiting. I don't think it'll ever get away from that, Water. I think the haters are going to hate regardless. Yeah, Dolphin. I mean, Oblivion, Morrowind, Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4. They're all great single-player RPGs. So why? Even this game is a multiplayer RPG. And it was shit when it came out. And it's okay now. Dog food doesn't go up that much? No. Glowing meat. Do you see that this is that's my fear, that this is going to be a shit when it comes out, and then 24 months later it's going to be great. Oh, I will agree with you, Creature, there. Starfield will be a completely different game 24 months from now than it is right now. Okay? There'll be tons of more content, tons of more stuff, bug fixes, all these things, and you're not wrong about that. That's 100% going to happen. But is the game going to come out in a state that is just good? Good meaning good, not good meaning like good is bad. Like, not great, just good. Is it going to be a good game? I think so.
You can say that about any game.
Well, no. Transformers, Fall of Cybertron, and War of Cybertron, they were done when they came out. They weren't better 24 months later.
In times like this, you wonder.
Right? That's the difference. That's what Creature's saying.
When did those Transformers games come out?
2010 and 2012.
There you go. That were different times.
Yeah, no, it's not different times. That's what a game should be. It should be complete when it comes out. See
I
that?
know, those were.
But that's the
those were when
problem,
people
though.
Actually cared about their games. Now we have.
But we still can. We still can care about the games. If a game comes out and it's not fixed or finished, and you're having fun with it, but then it's better 24 months from now, That doesn't make the game better. It makes us worse because we had to wait. We paid full price and have to wait 24 months for that game to be fixed. I honestly think Bethesda's track record speaks for itself. Besides Fallout 76, like how you explained it before, 30. Yeah, I mean, look, this is an experiment, and I still believe this falls into place of Starfield down the road. I'll stick by my guns. I still think they're going to do some sort of private server, multiplayer, small server type of thing where you can play with your friends down the road. Hell, I think that even more now because of the tile system. I haven't seen anything. The only thing I saw was the trailers that they showed themselves, and I saw like 15 seconds of the run that the guy was doing. I was just like, really? He's just running to the end of the map? I was like, okay, I'm good. All right. Where do I want to go? What time is it? 10 o'clock. You have a mission you're doing?
Doing a daily.
Doing a daily? Which one are you doing?
Importance of communication.
Okay. Like, I feel like Starfield really going to be a massive. I've been sitting here in the past few days saying, oh my God, I'm going to have only play this game and maybe the other cause, how I'll be able to do. Look, I still think if you want to be a space pirate and do stuff, I think you'll be able to do that. I think what's going to happen if you're not, people that don't know about the invisible wall, I said it today. I think people will come across that by accident.
Hello, members. There is another site we wish to have a look at.
I think you will. I think you'll come across it by accident.
Transmitted location and complete the triangulation process. That is all.
But I think because it's so handcrafted as far as missions that you do, if it tells you to go to this mission and you click that mission and your ship lands there, you're never going to hit the you're never going to hit the wall. You know what's funny? A lot of people don't bring this up. Mo brought it up the other day because Paul Tassi said that, Starfield's the first game that Bethesda ever had where in their main line that's not that's exclusive only for Microsoft, and that's a lie because Oblivion was exclusive for Xbox back when Xbox came out. It was only on Xbox. And that was one of their biggest games.
To figure out what's taking so much space in my inventory.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be ammo. Look at ammo. I got rid of like 40 pounds of ammo on me.
I wish you could sell ammo.
Yeah, that's something they never put in the game. Oh, is that what you're doing right now? You're selling stuff? Because I came to you. Where's the event stuff? Get rid of... Make...
Where's the perk card that makes your... How much is my...
Can't find where we're doing the manage. Fuck is this thing at? It's Beasts of Burning. Drop connection. Road. Iron Thunder Mountain. Oh, I don't want to do the pits.
9.
Powering up. No, that's not it. Protest March. I can't fucking find this thing. I'll wait for you. Game Release is going to be a blockbuster for Microsoft, and certain people won't have it on theirs. Side blue will always attack side green, and side green will always attack side blue. That's just commonplace in gaming these days. It probably will be for some time. My issue with the game and what I know about it now is I feel like it's been somewhat misrepresented. But I also think it's also been misrepresented, though, Creature, I think, from the public as well, from assuming things. Take as much responsibility as I put on them, but should have been more clear. And I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. I got to think of 30 games that have been attacked more recently and more often than Starfield. Yeah, there's been plenty of games that have been attacked. Well, no, Morrowind was on PlayStation. Morrowind came out on PlayStation down the road. Oblivion never did. Oblivion was only on Xbox. They literally paid for it to come on an Xbox when the Xbox just launched. The tiles will be a little annoying if you get... I don't think that situation will ever happen, Quintar. If you're following, like, quests and stuff like that, right? I don't think that'll ever happen. Now, if you happen to just run to the edge of the map and you're over there and then something attacks you, then yeah, I can see that happening. But I think the likelihood of that happening by someone that's not trying to do it on purpose is like slim to none.
Talk to Ren. Where the fuck is Ren?
Sure, I guess, Winzo. Yeah, just exploring. But at that point, someone has to walk 10 minutes without ever engaging with anything, or they got to go like 45 minutes while there's, picking up stuff, doing things, doing that.
Shit, he's all the way up there.
I just don't think it'll be an issue. And if it is an issue, it's someone that was trying to push it. Like my son watches a YouTube channel called Let's Game It Out, where his whole purpose of playing games is to literally try to break them, right? So obviously, if someone's playing like him, he would figure a way and then do it. But I think 99.9% of people that play the game are not going to have that situation. You got to talk to that guy, Ren.
I think my game just froze.
Never believe it when someone says it's a quick job. Only quick jobs are when you kill first and ask questions later. That's not big.
Yeah, my game just froze at the loading screen.
Well, I think the way they built it, Quintar, I think the way they built it would be like you land, let's just say it's 10 minutes each direction where you are, and the base is going to be pretty close to you. For instance, look at the very first trailer that we ever saw of Starfield. The guy landed on a hill, he walked down the hill, and then there was like a refinery there, and then he engaged with the refinery. Right? Then once you walk into the refinery, I'm assuming that's going to be like an instance type of thing.
You here to help? Because I got stuff that needs doing. I need a few radio vacuum tubes. And thanks to some good intel, I know just where you can find them. Location's on your map. You know the drill. Better double those generators. Can't have the comms going down in the middle of a raid.
Do I have the radio tubes? I say.
Pretty sure I gave you something to do.
Oh, for God's sakes. All right, don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Boom, 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 boom. Radio tubes all the way over there? Oh, no, let's find out what the key unlocks over there. Where the hell is the radio tubes?
Game is fun when it doesn't fucking bug or fucking crash.
Oh, for sure. Okay, am I missing something here? I don't see... Is this what it is? It's gotta be this one. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the homestead over here, 17 caps. The guy was leaking shit, was taking requests from people. Someone asked him to do it. Oh, to run until the end of the board? Yeah, see, I don't know, man. It's such a weird like scenario. If we kind of had a tile endpoint on the map, that would help prevent it. What do you mean by that, Quintar? To warn you there's a wall coming up?
It does warn you.
No, he's saying before that comes up. Like I would say something probably like not as immersion breaking with a goddamn text thing coming up saying, "Hey, you're at the end of the wall," like something different. Some kind of line on the map. But would that consider that would be less immersion breaking for sure. That would definitely be less immersion breaking. Because I feel like it would be immersion breaking, but no different than anything else. That when you played, I gave the example earlier, Destiny, right? When you're in Destiny and you're like jumping up in the air and you're trying to jump up on a separate platform and all of a sudden you hit like a invisible wall and you can't jump or you hit the ceiling, you're like, oh, come on, dude. Like, what the hell? Like, that's not really immersion breaking, but you're like, oh, you kind of, it's kind of sucks. I can't get up there type of thing. That's what this is going to do. But the difference is this is an exploration game, right? You can just explore. Their words, not mine. They say you could just do this for 1,000 hours and just do this. So that's immersion breaking. If all of a sudden I'm running or fighting or do something and all of a sudden it says, hold. What the hell? Why can't I? I can see in specific times that it would be immersion breaking. It would, and that would suck. Can't do it for 1,000 hours. You can do it 10 minutes at a time. No. See, that right there is misrepresenting what you can do, creature. That's misrepresenting. Are you seriously going to run in a straight line for 1,000 fucking hours at 10 minutes at a time? Stop it. That's a misrepresentation. Like, if I'm running here straight 10 minutes, you don't think I'm going to stop and pick up a branch or shoot a guy or, hey, I see something over there in a cave. Look, there's a volleyball net there. Oh, what's over there, right? You're not running forward and doing absolutely nothing for 1,000 fucking hours. Stop it. What irks me is that they said that you can explore the entire planet, which you can. See, Lino, this is exactly what we're saying. You take it as you can explore the whole planet by landing on the planet and you're going to run around the entire fucking planet. Okay? You could still take your ship, land it somewhere else, and explore the entire planet. You can. But you got to take off anyway, creature. Think about it, man. When you're playing No Man's Sky, okay, and you run away from your ship, and you're exploring caves and shooting things and gathering, you have too much resources. And then what do you have to do? You have to run back to your fucking ship, or call your ship down and then put your stuff in your ship so you can continue running. It's almost the exact same. You get to the barrier and it says, do you want your ship or do you want to teleport to your ship? You want to bring your ship? I forget what the fucking thing said. Like, you want your ship to move or do you want to go to your ship? And you can choose. I want to move my ship. So then let's say it moves your ship to exactly where you are. And then you can continue running for another 10 minutes until you have to move your ship again. One thing that annoyed me from Forspoken is not being able to move for a few seconds after taking or talking to an NPC. Is that a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing.
No Man's Sky had loading screens too. You think you just fucking flying down to the planet wasn't a loading screen in disguise? You think you just landing in the space station wasn't a loading screen in disguise? People can, or developers disguise loading screens.
I'm at this
like not loading screens.
I'm at Vault 51. Do you want to come over here and do this? Oh, wait a minute. Help team leader. Solo quest inactive. Enter solo. Oh, is this a solo event? I can't do this with somebody?
I'm coming over.
Windsor says, it's like when you go buy groceries, when you fill your cart. You got to go home and empty it. Or take all I can think of from the top of my head at the moment. Right, your backpack's full. Yeah, see, I don't go to the grocery store and shop. I buy everything online. It comes to me at the same time. And I hear you on that point, creature, right? Like for certain things, it's like why go backwards into that thing? Where No Man's Sky made it seamless to go around the planet. So that should be like the next bar. Obviously, different engines, different studio, different things, and they just didn't do it, right? So in certain ways, No Man's Sky's terrain, as far as like taking off, going to space, and then flying around the planet itself, is superior in a space genre game than what Starfield's doing. But the RPG elements of what Starfield is doing is going to be much more superior to than what No Man's Sky or what Star Citizen's doing. Because it should be. It should be a bar raised. Yeah, I think it's solo. Or did you bring me in? Nope. Yeah, I'm in there with you.
Expansion. Welcome to Shelter's Claim Center.
There's got to be a bobblehead in this bitch.
Visitor? Oh, I thought this day would never come. I haven't had a visitor in ages. Welcome to the Appalachian Shelters Claim Center, visitor. I'm called Mr. Clark. It's my job to help eager new customers such as yourself take your first step into the miraculous world of shelters. Oh, cursory analysis suggests you are likely here to... Goodness, forgive my tone. I'm experiencing some memory issues. As I was saying, a bright-eyed visitor like yourself must be here to claim your free shelter today. Is that right?
Oh, this is your shelter thing that you could do?
Oh, before I can distribute your shelter to you, you'll need to register as a shelter owner. The terminal in the back will guide you through it. Once you've finished registering, return to me, and I'll distribute your free shelter to you.
What is this? You create your own...
Yeah, it's like your home. Like you can make a home, but in a shelter form. I just think it's fair to have higher expectations of Microsoft back Bethesda in 2023 to be able to outperform what 7 people at Hello Games did in 5 years. Well, it was 14 people, and they did work on the game for 6 years before it launched. And then they worked on it and fixed it to where it is today, 7 years.
I'll distribute your free shelter to you, along with some materials to build your shelter's entrance. Before we part ways, visitor, is there anything else I can help?
Oh, I gotta talk to him to do it for myself.
Certainly. Your free shelter is a complimentary expansion for your home, modeled after the very claim center we're standing in. It comes equipped with workshop functionality, so you can get started building and decorating right away. Simply place the shelter entrance you claim today in your camp and prepare to enter a bright new world of home.
Oh, I can't interact with him.
It looks like you've successfully read it.
Okay.
I'll distribute your free shelter before we part ways, visit. Then allow me to extend a...
Okay. I couldn't register.
How is it? Oh yeah, you can't talk to NPCs now. Try now.
Or did you boot me out?
No, I just left the team for now.
All right, I have to go back in.
Oh, a visitor. I'm cursory. Splendid. Once I'm so grateful to have a customer. I was beginning to think this day would never come.
Ah, the password was in the... Okay.
It looks like you've successfully rented. I'll distribute your free before we part.
Let's see. Tell me more about the free shelter. Tell me more about the shelter.
Then allow me to.
Quest complete. I can build a house now in the bunker. See, I don't think that's a... I don't think the 16 times the detail is the explore the entire planet thing. You can explore the entire planet. You can. It's just limited to what you can do. Like Creature's saying it's like 5 tiles. And then after the 5th tile, the 6th tile you set deletes the first tile, right? But if you're done with the first tile, it doesn't really matter, right? You're just continuing on. So I don't know how big the chunks of tiles are, like in, you know, if it's like 1,000 meters or whatever it is. But once you hit that wall, you could go back up into his cutscene, come back down, and then do the next, technically 2,000 meters, because where the ship lands is the center of that. So it's 1,000 meters. Again, I don't know the actual length, but let's just say it's 1,000 meters on every side of the actual ship that you land. So I wouldn't really say that's... I mean, that's the Todd Howard moment. It would be the 1,000 planets. That's the 16 times the detail. In the case, though, expectations by saying you can explore planets, but you can explore planets. That's what I'm saying. See, people's expectations are changing, but you can do the entire planet. That's not false. You can explore the entire planet. There's just load screens. That's it. It's not No Man's Sky run around the world from start to finish. Even if he said the entire planet, you can go around the entire planet. Where is this, the tube thing I'm looking for God's sakes? Can't find it on the goddamn map.
I think you just place it down in your camp.
Oh, you think it's at my... Like, I'll have vacuum tubes at my camp?
Yeah.
Now that's something I can get behind, right? You saw the wizard behind the curtain. I get it. I totally get that. That's something I can get behind. What's vacuum tubes under? That would be junk? No.
Oh, vacuum tubes?
Yeah.
There should be a highlighted area on your map.
I can't find it. Oh, highlighted. It would be a circle, right? Like a... Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Right on the
yeah.
left side
I
of
see
the
it.
map.
Yep.
Like you're talking about
I was
entrance.
looking for a diamond that was colored in, not the area.
I thought you were talking about the vault entrance.
Oh, no. You know what the funny part is? I said over a year ago that it's going to be so stupid how many load screens you see from getting in your ship and taking off and then landing and then taking off and landing. And little did I know it was when you were just exploring the planet. I was just thinking about doing the, taking off and doing the missions and whatnot. You would see that cutscene over and over and over. You guys remember when I talked about that? Vacuum. There's mutants here, isn't there, in this area? Oh, my core is dead. Of course it is. That's under what, ammo?
Yeah. I don't remember how I got so many. Or a perk that makes your power cores do less.
Good there. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. So every time you hit that boundary, you have to have a load screen. Now, if that load screen is, if that load screen is just a load screen, or if you want to go into your, whatever, your ship, or if you have to go back up, or does it move your ship? I forget, what does the actual thing say? Let me see what it said. Was it in submitted stories that you guys put? What is the... Like, what does the wall text say? What it says? God forbid I say it. I can't seem to find it. The load screen is you're leaving the planet and coming back. Yeah, but what is the options? What is it? What's the options? It says, creature. It says, you want your ship. You want to teleport to your ship, or do you want your ship to teleport to you? Right? Is that the options it gives, or is it just one option? I think it says like the ship is going to teleport to you or whatever. Did they say it's 10 minutes from one tile edge to another, or is it just a guess? No, the guy ran from his ship and then ran in one direction, meaning the tiles actually double that. So if it was 10 minutes from the ship to the edge, it would actually be 20 minutes because it's from one edge to the next. You get a message saying you need to take off and land in another tile. Okay, but doesn't it say to move your ship? Didn't it give the option? Right, so it's technically 20 minutes to get across the tile. Open the map to explore another region or return to your ship. Right. Fast travel to ship or open planet map. So basically your options are teleport back to the ship, then take off, or open planet map. And when you open planet map, you click another space on the board. So like where you are, if you just went a little bit more, then you would land the ship again and then you would run again. You know what I mean? Or you could land the ship exactly where you are and then run again, if that's what you wanted to do. Either way, I still think it's ridiculous. Always need fans and antique globes. Oh, who's over there? I see you. I'll see you. I'm gonna play RoboCop. Freeze. Come with me, scumbag. Did I kill him? I'm going to say if modders will implement continue connected tiles weeks after release and people are going to blow their lids, well, I can guarantee you I think they will. All right? I guarantee you the modders will fix that. Right. It's how long before you see the wizard, Quintar. That's the real thing. I think some people might see the wizard and then other people won't. You know how I know that Starfield is going to be a big game? Because I'm a nobody channel, and we had 4 times the viewership this morning than we ever did, because I put Starfield in my thumbnail. we hit I think 75 or 76 people this morning. Right, Lurker, because if the modders fix it, is because they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart because they love doing what they're doing, right? Where if Bethesda fixes it, they've got to spend thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars to pay people to do it. Because I'm gonna invite you if you want to help me out. I gotta do that damn building that we were in before, killing all these zombies again, or all the ghouls. Was there a vacuum tube over there? Where am I going? I will in a second, Dolphin. Give me a second. Okay. One vacuum tube. Two vacuum tubes. Ha ha ha. Need one more. Where's this third one at? Good Lord. Oh, I'm sorry. Shooting at me? I'll be back. Oh wait, that's the wrong movie. I love that your suit talks. It always gets me. Last vacuum tube in here? No, it's in the other room. Three vacuum tubes. How do you think you're going to pick locks in Starfield? You're gonna have
pins?
Do you think bobby pins? You think, or is it gonna be like some code hack with like your watch or something?
Could be it too.
Starfield just has taken #1 spot on Steam top sellers, beaten out Baldur's Gate 3. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be huge. I'll stand by my higher Metacritic score as well. The best one of any Bethesda game up to this point. Yeah, no, mine doesn't speak. Dupless does. Giddy up, Buttercup. I just get all my bullets back after I kill somebody. It's crazy. Oh, I only have 80 bobby pins. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Elden Ring did not have a drop in co-op. It's not what the devs wanted. The modders fixed it for drop in co-op. How is it fixed? Break the game devs made. They didn't fix. They changed it. Right. The word here. I'll use it in this kind of context, Lurker. You know when we go outside and look up at the stars and we say, look at all the stars. But those are not all stars. Those are just planets and other things out there. The only star that we can, that we know is the sun, and then other, I think it's Proximus Centaurus or something like that is the next one over. Like we call everything up in the sky stars, right? We call a meteor a shooting star, even though it's not a star.
Actually, false. All the stars in the sky are aliens.
Right. So when you look at someone and say, well, the modders fixed it, it's like a generic term that we wanted a feature in a game that the devs didn't do it. So they say, well, the modders fixed it. They didn't fix it for the game. They fixed it for the people that wanted that. Right? All right, Travis. Feel better, man. Like, technically, they're breaking the game, right? They're breaking the game so you can do something in the game that you weren't supposed to do. Screaming at me. Oh. Well, you want a piece of me? Alright, I got all the stuff I need. I thought that was going to be a little harder than it was. I gotta go to a tinker bench now. No, I didn't see they showed the companions and the voice actors. Was that on Twitter? What did you say, Dupless?
The White Spring Refuge.
Oh, White Spring Refuge is where the humans are now, inside White Springs. I saw that before I got online today. I went there and I was like, oh, cool. Like, there's a whole a whole faction that's inside there now.
That's cool.
Oh, for God's. Okay. Travel. Like, I'll be worried for Starfield if I get in my ship and all of a sudden I fall out of my ship and I can't drive my ship. That's what I'll have problems with. Walking 10 minutes in one direction and hitting a wall. Not so much.
Not sure what Axel sees at bar. Probably just an emergency scoop.
Like, you better believe if I am fighting the final boss and all of a sudden I can't open the door or I can't get out of my spacesuit, then you'll hear me bitch.
If I don't see any alien space movies,
Someone gets a bigger cut than you? Something's up.
I'm giving the current game 0 out of 10.
There's a game everyone bitches about. That's exactly right. In Fallout 76, I couldn't continue playing because I was stuck in my suit. In Fallout 4, something happened. I forget what the major glitch was in Fallout 4. Oh, in Fallout 3, I had a glitch where dog meat disappeared, and he was literally gone. I couldn't find him. He was disappeared for 6 actual months. I played the game, and every time I would log in, I'd play. And then one day I went back to my base like I normally do, and dog meat was just there barking. And I was just like, where the fuck were you? Like, literally, not 6 months in game, like 6 real life months, I could not find this dog.
Daytime out there? You can lose track of time.
Where the fuck do I go with this thing?
Wait, is that Curry from Fallout 4?
Nobody that can prove me wrong.
Same voice actor for Curry from Fallout 4.
What do I have to do? Repair, vacuum. Okay, hold on. Exit. Modify and repair. Repair vacuum. Repair radio vacuum tubes at workbench. Okay.
Get to craft. Craft and miscellaneous, I think. All of them to like miscellaneous. Or quest items.
Craft and then quest items.
Yeah. Don't want to go into these like inaccessible rooms.
There probably was, Winzo. Like, I don't remember the. I mean, it's a long time ago.
Hey, you got secrets? Keep them to yourself.
I remember I beat the game of Fallout 3 in like 2 hours by accident. I was kind of pissed about that.
When are these? Look what the cat dragged in. You got what I wanted? Now we're talking. I see you even made a few repairs of your own. Not bad. I guess this means you've earned yourself a few caps, Rook.
Thank you so much for the
Put in a
caps.
good word with Meg,
I
and
need all the
don't forget
caps
to
I
show your face
can
around
get
here
to
from
get off
time to
this
time.
fucking planet so I can get in my starship. I mean,
Reliable help.
I can only imagine when you get into
Another day, another asshole
like
dead.
the main
Didn't
hub in
listen to me.
Starfield. It's like, oh, where did it come from? Oh, those fuckers in Apple in
Appalachia.
Virginia. Yeah, we abandoned them long ago.
Quintar, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Like, wait, they're still alive? People are still alive down
Yeah.
there? We dropped a nuke on them, but
I want to see, and I don't think they're going to do this, right? Because obviously I don't know if Earth is Earth and, like, if it's going to have, like, the United States the way it is. And does this take place in the same universe as Starfield, you know what I mean? But just, like, hundreds of years later. So it's like, if I go to Earth and I land in Washington, D.C., am I going to see D.C. destroyed like it is in Fallout? Now, I think that would be fucking cool. But most people wouldn't give two shits, right? But I think that would be amazing because that would be like an Easter egg. Like, you can explore the world that you were in a game. And then that would make you picture how much bigger the game is from, like, where Fallout 3 was compared to what Starfield is. That would be cool. What is this backpack I have on me? I don't like this backpack.
a bunch of
The standard
mods
backpack.
that they sell.
Don't I have another backpack? Yeah, see, the standard backpack holds 60. Can I upgrade that? Is there a skin okay, wait a minute. Is there a skin I can put on my bag?
They sell them.
Yeah, I think I bought one a long time ago. How do I activate those?
Whichever crafting bench you craft armor and
Oh, I gotta go back to my my base. Alika said there's a big UK monument. Don't know what, not sure. That's in Fallout 2. Well, I'm not sure. That'd be cool though. Like, see, what was another game? Oh, it was No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, we wanted to find Earth, right? And then go to Earth and see if they had buildings and stuff there. Like, that's all people wanted to do. Which one makes the backpack? That's armor, right?
Yeah.
Am I doing modify?
Forget which one it is. It's either modify or craft. And go to
Toggle
your backpack.
craftable. Oh. Switch to craft, switch to mod. Standard backpack. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I can put... What is this? Carry weight. There we go. There we go. So now I got like a plastic backpack on my back. That looks much better. than the big fucking wide ass one.
Not even the satellites are responding. Ugh.
Look, guys. There's the hazmat suit that looks like my space suit. I'm telling you. They're going to be connected. Going to be connected. Who's this guy? The fact that my base has been in this game, like, technically for, like, 4 years is crazy. No surprise, people wanted to explore Uranus. My anus? Or Uranus? Which one was it, Quintar? This game has never graced of my hard drive space. Never even watched gameplay. Looks like Fortnite? What? Looks like Fortnite. Kyler, are you feeling okay? This looks like Fortnite? Now you're starting to sound like Travis. Are you okay?
One thing at a time.
Is there a PvP in this game? There is. When the game first came out, Dolphin, Bethesda wanted everyone to like fight each other. But nobody did. I wouldn't say they look like Fortnite. I don't know who this guy is sitting at my Dr. Emerson Hale. Is that one of the companions? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Just came out of nowhere.
Hopefully the owner of that beacon will show up soon. Maybe they have some information on my crew.
I forgot that I had these other farm out front here. Get all my berries. Did they ever up the building area so you can build more stuff without running out of space?
I never checked.
Nothing smells normal in here.
Okay. I love Fallout 3 in New Vegas. 4 was okay, but this was a joke to me when they announced it. Wasn't even interested in it before the overall. I have to say, Kylo, like the stories and what they've progressed in this game. I'm slowly going through it now. We've done some missions. I think I'm still doing missions from the first batch of human missions that they put in the game. But what's cool is now that the humans are out of the other vaults, they've taken over other areas that were all like ghouls or mutants. So the map itself is kind of converted over, which is pretty cool. So like everything that you explored before in like the first 2 years is different now in the next 2 years. Oh, for sure, Quintar. Where you can make your guy complete another dick. Like that moral compass thing, you know?
The only Fallout I ever played is Fallout 4.
Well, Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 were the ones that went to this, sort of like with Grand Theft Auto, because it was all the other ones were just isometric type of thing. Or like RuneScape or Ultima Online. I'm gonna do my XP run over here at the White Springs. I'll only play this game if I can walk over for 10 minutes. Well, you better hop on, because you can definitely walk for more than 10 minutes. This place right here is
The place with all the ghouls.
Yeah, well, this place was crazy. Excuse me. How did you know I was here? I'm invisible. How did he know I was here? They don't know where I'm at. Oh, they're coming out of the woodwork now. Oh, they run away. I forgot they run away. Let's go. Come on. That's right. Damn that cheese spot right here. Yep. This is where everyone leveled up their characters. There's also some ghouls, like a boss that could appear inside there. What's happening over there? You hear that like large clanking sound? Like what the hell is happening over there? What are they hitting over here? What is that noise? It's like I'm playing Dead Island. Get it to a higher spot. You'll be okay. Where's this guy? I thought I heard somebody. Oh, they're downstairs. That's right. Something's getting hit. What the fuck was that noise? Oh shit. A glowing, oh god, I forgot these guys. The Wendigos? Ooh. Where are you? Those guys mean business. Oh, I forgot about those guys. Lord, that guy had a lot of stuff on him. Is he dead? Yep. Yeah, see, he's glitched out now. He's glitched out. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, wait, is there food there? They're over here. Oh, dog food. There you go. Someone's hitting something over here.
Third medical information now at Toga. Emergency service.
Nothing else, huh? I hear you, but only one more year. It's 10 years. Maybe then I'll retire. It just works. Yeah. Yeah, it always just works. I'll tell you what, though. Time flies in this game when you're playing. Like, it's like time travel. All right, we'll be back tomorrow morning for some more gaming news. It'll probably be about Starfield. To be honest. It's all that people are talking about anyway. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. It's about noon Eastern. Appreciate you playing, Dupless. We'll see you later.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow night, we'll play some more games. Not sure what we're going to be playing yet, but we'll be playing something. Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. Quintar with the 20 gifted bomb, and then Quintar with the 5 gifted bomb. I appreciate you guys very much for the support and for coming back and letting me have these conversations with you guys. And I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.